Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel Excel in VBA Learning. In this video, we will see workbook and worksheet object and some properties and method of that workbook and worksheet. Okay, so before we start, first let us understand what an object is. Okay, an object is a grouping of data and procedures. I mean, it's just a grouping of data and procedures that are used to perform some task related to the data that we are working on. So if I need to add a worksheet, if I need to add another sheet, that is an object. If I want to add another workbook, another Excel file, if I want to open in another Excel file, and Excel itself is an object. Okay, and in that object what I can do is I can add as many sheets as I want. I can just add or remove as many sheet or delete the sheets that is not required by me. So that is what an object is in VBA. Okay, so like an example, the works or the workbook, as I said, the workbook itself is an object. The Excel file itself is an object. So this workbook itself is an object. Okay, now in this workbook what I can do is I can create another sheet. So this sheet has become an object now. In this sheet what I can do is I can take any range. So this range has become an object now. Okay, so this is how an object works in a VBA. Okay, so let's see a few examples of this properties of this object properties. What all we can do is we can add new workbook. So that is again an object and the properties of a workbook. What we can do is we can delete some sheets or remove some data. We can add some count of sheets, or we can check the count of sheets or count. That is again an object. So what we'll do is we'll just see these two examples for now, that is adding a workbook and deleting a workbook. So let's see how does it work. So what I'll do is I'll just press, I've already created a command button here. Okay, so which is in design mode. If I just remove the design mode from here and if I click, you will see a new workbook has opened now. So how does this happen? So what I've done is I'll go into design mode. I will just go here and view code. I've already written a code, a very simple code, that is workbooks.add. Okay, so if I just do this now, if you see I have a workbook 6, book 6. So what I'll do is I'll close this book 6. Okay, and now what I want is I need to add another workbook. So what I'll do is we'll go here, we'll see it one by one by pressing F8. Now this, and now you see here you have only one, that is my working Excel, which is open. If I do workbooks.add, it will open. Now see, workbook 7 is open here. Okay, so you can see this is a workbook, this is a workbook 7. So this is what a property of a workbook is. Okay, let's see some other example how to open a worksheet or a workbook. What we will do is we will create some other macro wherein I can go ahead and open a new workbook. So let's see how does it work. So what we'll do is we'll press Alt F11. Okay, we'll press Alt F11, and now what we'll do is insert module 1, double click it. Okay, if you double click, this window will open. Now what I want to do is I need to open a file wherein I need to open a dialog box wherein I can select my own file. So what I'll do is I'll give a subroutine here, open file. Okay, I will declare my variables. And what are variables? Examples of variables I have already covered in my previous video. You can go ahead and check that videos as well. So what I've done is I have written dim. Dim is nothing but declaring some variable in a VBA memory. So declaring in memory is what the full form of dim is. Okay, so dim my file, I need to open my file, and this I will give as a string. So what is a string? Which I have already covered in my variable video. You can check that in the link provided below. Okay, so what I'll do is my file, and what I want is I will use application dot get open file name. So you can see that what I have done is I have just typed application dot open file name. Okay, so what will happen here, we will see. So I press F8. Now my file is blank. Now what, this has given me a dialog box to select whichever path I want and whichever Excel file I need to open. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just select book 1. I'll click on open. Okay, so this is end, this has end. Now if you see here, it is giving you the path and a file name that needs to be opened. So this is just a application, or this is just a property that we have given. Now we need to go ahead and open this book 1. So what we will do here is we will type workbooks dot open, and what I need to open, I need to open my file. So what is my file now? My file was book 1. So again we will run this code from the starting. Now let's see how does it work. So my file is blank. Now again it has opened. I'm clicking on this book 1, open. So my file is book1.xlsm, and if I press F8, now book 1 has opened. So you can see this book 1 file is open. So this is how properties and the method of an Excel file or an object works into a VBA. Okay, so now we'll see how to close the workbook that is already open. So let's see how to close this workbook. So what I'll do is first I will open this workbook again. This is what my file book 1 open. I've given this command, I've given this property, I've given this method of opening. So this has opened. Now what I want to do is I need to close this workbook which is open. So what I will do is I will just type here as active workbook dot close. Okay, so what will happen here is this active workbook will be closed. So what we'll do is we will close this workbook first, and we will run this code again. Let's see how it works. So again it's asking me whichever file I need to open. Is I will open any file that I want. This book 1 open. So this book 1 has opened now, and now what I want is I need to close this book 1 active workbook. So this workbook is active now, and now the action what I want is to close. So I have just clicked it. Now you see the active workbook that has been closed. Okay, so this is how you can open and close a workbook using VBA. So if I copy this and if I go into this design mode, view code, and if I add this code out here, so what will happen, let's see. So it is asking me to open a book. So now I will just click it, open it, and this will open and it will get closed, because what we have done is we have given a code to close. If I make this as a comment, and now if I open this, see now book 1 open. So this book 1 is open now, and if I remove this, if I run it again, so what will happen here is it will open and it will immediately close. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so hope you like my video. Please comment below and please subscribe to my channel. Have a great evening.